Let's start off. OBS doesn't like running screen capture on Chitubox, so it'll glitch out on me every once in a while. So I hollowed out this model. This is an example. That's what's going on. Now I'm going to print this flat to the plate. Now cutting holes through the bottom, that's a piece of cake. But since I'm not cutting holes through the bottom, because I'm not using supports to raise it off the build plate, I can't, there's no sense of cutting a hole if it's not going to drain out and release the section from printing. So you have these little cavities all over the place. And so I have to cut, to get the resin out of these cavities, I have to cut through these walls on the inside of the model. Because again, I can't cut through the bottom like what I just showed here, which you can. But the thing is, since it's printing flat to the plate, it just causes a suction spot. So I can't physically do that. I have to cut through the internal walls of this model. Here's one of the glitches. Now I cut through the thing and it shot all the way across the model. It put a channel and a tube throughout across the model. This was happening all last night when I was trying to cut into or cut a hole, and it would shoot straight through the head into the back of the thing and leave a channel running down the back of my model, which I had to end up printing the model solid because I couldn't dig the holes without damaging the rest of the model. Chitubox says, there used to be a depth control in 1.2, and it's in basic. You can get it for free. And I have to, if I want to cut holes, I have to go into basic and then cut the holes and then bring it back into pro. When I'm spending money, premium money for pro, I shouldn't have to do that. I shouldn't have to do a workaround. So I contacted them and they said that, well, then you need to go back to version 2. Well, again, if I'm paying a premium cost, why should I lose the new features in 1.3 by going back to 1.2? Instead of giving me a workaround, let's fix the thing. Well, now they say we removed the depth thing due to the fact that it's redundant. Well, it's not redundant if you use it all the time. So here I'm going to show you, if I would have had the depth control, that when I'm cutting through the back of this head, I wouldn't get this shot out or of this tube that just came out of the back of this object. Now this tube is solid. There's not even a hole in the middle of it. So it didn't even create a hole. It created a tube with no hole in it. So therefore, how am I supposed to relieve the suction if the item is not running properly? Again, if I'm paying a premium price for an item, it should work properly and not tell me that I should do workarounds or go back to a previous version. I shouldn't have to do that because, again, I'm paying a premium cost.